Hey guys, in today's class, I'm gonna give you a brief explanation about Sonnet 18 of Shakespeare. We all know that a sonnet is a 14-line poem and Shakespeare has written 154 sonnets. Among his 154 sonnets, the first 126 are devoted to an young man and this sonnet is also devoted to that fellow. So let's go into the poem and see what he has written about that young fellow. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. So the very first line is in the form of an interrogative sentence, whereas the rest of the sentences are the answer to the first question. So we usually compare our beloved with the high-class things, isn't it? Similarly, Shakespeare has made a comparison of his beloved with a summer's day. In India, especially in Tamil Nadu, we hate summer season, but in UK, the summer season is usually welcomed because they always have snowfall and during summer season it will be very pleasant. So they welcome summer season. Because of that, Shakespeare has compared his beloved to a summer's day. So we'll go into the explanation of the poem. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? So he is asking his beloved. Shall I compare your beauty to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. But how can I compare yourself with a summer's day? Because you are more lovely and prettier than the summer's day. And the meaning of the word temperate is pleasant. So he compares his beloved with the summer's day and says that he is more beautiful than the summer. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. So, the word lease says that it just lives only for a short period of time, isn't it? So, he says that, he explains that summer lives with us for a short period like 3 months or 4 months. But your beauty is eternal. Like that he'll explain the beloved's beauty. And often is his gold complexion. Sorry, I have skipped one line. Let me go back to the first line. So sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dim, and every fair from fair sometime declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. So the poet says that sometime the sun is too hot, but sometimes it is too cloudy. So see, it is not always the same. It is not always consistent. But your beauty is not like that. He says, he argues. Even whatever beautiful thing it may be, whomever is very beautiful, their beauty will decline. It will fade. By chance, by time or by nature, the beauty will fade away. But thy eternal summer shall not fade. But my dear beloved, my dear young man, your beauty is an eternal summer. He just makes a comparison and he says that, like a superlative degree, you are the best one. You are the most handsome young man. When we compare your beauty with summer, you are the best. Like that, he just personifies or qualifies and adores the beauty of his beloved. But thy eternal summer shall not fade. He calls the beauty of his beloved as an eternal summer. Nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Your beauty will never fade like the beauty of others. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade. Not even death can say that, hey, look at me, even though he is a very handsome man, he is under my control now. Like that, not even death can brag, because when in eternal lines to time thou growest, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So in these last 3 lines, what the poet is about to say, he says that, he argues that your beauty will live forever in the lines of the poem which I have written. As long as men can breathe, as long as men can see and read this poem, your beauty will live forever on this earth. So only he calls his beloved's beauty as eternal summer. When in eternal lines. So these lines are called as eternal lines because we are studying Shakespeare even now. After centuries and centuries, we are studying Shakespeare. The sonnet is being read. So we adore the beauty of the young man even now. So this is what Shakespeare has told. So your beauty will never fade because you are living in the lines of the sonnet. So he has beautifully composed the sonnet. You also can dedicate this sonnet to your beloved. Thank you. Bye-bye.